Hey guys, it's Yumi, and today I have a special guest. This is actually a good friend of mine, April Lee. Yay! So, April is actually an author with a published book, and that's why we're here to discuss her new book. So, introduce yourself.
I'm April S. Lee. I live here locally, and I've lived here about 16 years. And this is my first published book, and it is self-published, so I control every aspect of it. And it was a NaNoWriMo project gone horribly awry.
I tried. Guys, I've tried. I got a couple of words in, and I was like, I'm done. So, I actually have her book right here. I'm actually excited. This is actually the physical copy. I own the Kindle copy, and it's amazing. It's amazing. So, tell us a little bit about it.
Well, it starts out, it's this girl, Emma, who's in her 20s, and she's kind of knocking around outside Atlanta, and she's not sure what she wants to do, and she just kind of feels like her life is stuck, and she doesn't know how to get out of it, and she actually has this kind of series of unfortunate events that bring her out of it, and her brother ends up in a wreck, and she has to go to Atlanta because this mysterious voice on the telephone told her to, and she thinks that's okay. Oh, now I kind of want to stab my own character. That's a problem. And once she gets to Atlanta, she realizes that her brother has been hiding this secret life from her for like years, and she's kind of like, wow, I didn't know all this, and I didn't know this was a thing, and there ends up being like this arch enemy and this old grudge and this contest, and there's like $10,000 on the line, I think, and money somewhere anyway, and her new best friend, drag queen, says, you're going to fill in for him. That's what you're going to do. We're going to do a Victor Victoria on you. And she's like, oh, heck no. So it's kind of about her struggle, and it's also about the relationships around her and how she kind of becomes like a real woman and a real person over the course of a year. It'll be a 3-part trilogy. Some parts will probably be longer than others, just depending.
That's actually a question I had. Is there going to be more? I want to know. I have to know. Not want to. I have to know. Have to know what's going to happen. So, I actually really enjoyed the book. I actually met April when she was writing.
Yes.
Little pieces. We actually bonded over one of the characters' name is actually so similar to my real name, and I was really excited about that, and we just bonded over that name because she honestly, when we met, it was like, that's not really your name. Please tell me that's not your real name.
I asked you.
She asked, please tell me that's not your real name. And I was like, yes, my mom called me. That's my name. It's my birth certificate. She's like, oh, now I got to tell you about this story. And I was like, really? And she published a book, so I was really excited. Are you working on anything else at the moment? Different?
I am trying to work on part 2, and I was supposed to have a new book out today that it's a novella. It was actually supposed to be a Harlequin submission, and I submitted it, and it ended up in the slush pile, and I said, well, that's great. I still retain all the rights, and I can do what I want with it. And it's a paranormal romance, and it was one I actually ended up writing with my father before he died. That was one of the last projects he and I worked on. And over the years, I've kind of tried to go back and like add to it or take out stuff I didn't really like, or, you know, and I was like, I don't want to. This is such a great memory I have with him, and a lot of his hard work and all went into it. And it was really kind of the first thing outside of fan fiction I'd actually tried to write. And I said, oh, what the heck, I'm going to put it up and let people enjoy it kind of for what it is. It's more a memory than it is like a romance, I guess. Like, it's an atrocious romance, honestly. There's so much wrong with it, but I don't want to change a thing. So
A question is, do you have a specific genre you write, or do you dabble in different genres, different areas?
I don't actually write things just for genre. I kind of write things that I like to read, or that I think I would like to read anyway. I kind of pattern things after an author I like called Stuart Onan. He literally never writes the same story twice. Everything's different point of view, or it's a different story, or it's like crazy characters, or it's kind of heartbreaking stuff. It's nonfiction. Kind of whatever catches my fancy, that's what I want to write.
I think that's a lot of writers, especially as a reader myself. If I ever write a book, of course I want to write a book that I would enjoy to read. If I don't enjoy reading it, why am I going to write it? So I think it's all different authors think the same thing. They want to write things that they themselves want to read, and I think that is very, very fascinating. As someone who never finishes anything she writes, to have an actual published author sitting right here, someone who I personally know, it's really cool. It's really cool to see that I met you when you were starting on this book, to now actually hold the physical copy of this book. It's super exciting. How exciting was it for you when you first published and actually got to hold your physical book?
Once I got past all the formatting and the little issues that kept coming up with stuff, once I got past all that and finally got the proof in the mail, I was like, oh my god, I feel it's finally real, and it's like, it's been however many years, it's been about 5 years in the making, and wow, here it is, I can't believe I'm holding it, I can't believe it has real page numbers, and real, like, just copyright stuff, and oh, my proof copy ended up like, I think I ended up tearing a page in it. I was so excited, flipping around through it, handling it, looking at it from all aspects, and just being able to have something that I can hand to people and go, I'm a writer, this is what I do, this is what I've been working on, this is my real job, not whatever it is I do to earn a paycheck.
So question on more of a personal note, is being an author something you want to pursue as a career choice, or something as a hobby
it's
you would like to?
Something I would really like to have as a career, because there's so much stuff that is in my computer, and I look through it from time to time and I go, man, if I had time, if I didn't have to go to work for 8.5 hours today, if I didn't have to go to school for like several hours a day, I could get this done and get it out there. I know people would want to read it, somebody would want to read it, and it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time and effort to get there. A lot of authors that are successful now actually didn't end up being successful until they were in their 40s. Like Nora Roberts and different ones, because you just, when you're young, I just feel like you don't have that time, that really time or experience you need to put into it. So this is kind of a growing thing for me. I want to be able to look back when I am 40 and go, man, those books were terrible. Look at all these other books I've written now.
So I'm actually really happy, and thank you so much for coming and being a part of my channel and being my first author that I interviewed, and I'm super excited. Guys, this is an amazing book. I have read it and I am going to do a book review on it, just not right this moment. And this is a great book, especially to read this month. This is LGBTQ plus Pride Month, and this book does have, is that a spoiler? Did I know? That's not a spoiler. She said
no, drag queens in it. There's a bunch of drag queens.
There's drag queens. Not spoiler. I'll try not to spoil anything. But it does have some elements. So this is a great book to pick up this month. All her links of her Facebook. Do you have Goodreads and everything?
I don't have a Goodreads yet.
Okay. But any links that she has, I will also put it down below. Please go show her some love. Go buy her book off of Amazon. It is amazing, and I really recommend it. So thank you so much. And is there anything else you would like to say while you have everybody's attention?
Go forth and write. I mean, don't let it be something you kind of pass over. Try to do it every day if you really want to pursue it, even if it's like a 5-word sentence on Facebook. Go for it.
Well, words to live by. Go out and write. Let me know. Comment down below if you do buy this book, or if there's any questions about self-publishing that you might have. Comment down below. I will ask her personally and find out the answers. And I love you guys, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to me. The link will be right here or right down below. And I'll see you next time. Bye!